There's been a major plummeting of ties between India and Canada over the killing of Khalistani extremist Hardeep Singh Nijjar last year in Surrey in British Columbia in Canada. This after an RCMP, that is the Royal Canadian Mounted Police inquiry into the killing, alleged that the Indian High Commissioner Sanjay Verma could be a person of interest in the matter. This was communicated to the Indian side, after which India withdrew 6 of its diplomats, including High Commissioner Sanjay Verma, and in a tit-for-tat then expelled 6 Canadian diplomats from India, including the acting High Commissioner Stewart Wheeler as well as the Deputy High Commissioner. This marks a new low in the relations between India and Canada, and in the recent past, this kind of diplomatic escalation was only seen between India and Pakistan, where the High Commissioners of both the sides were withdrawn by the countries. Now, the RCMP has made some serious allegations in a press conference that they held earlier today, in which they said that the diplomats from India were leveraging their official position to indulge in clandestine activities. They have also alleged that they were collecting and gathering information, and sometimes they were doing these through coercive measures as well. In fact, the Indian side has rejected all these allegations and has called this ludicrous that these allegations be made against the top diplomat from India, and after which it said that it was withdrawing the Indian High Commissioner to Ottawa. Meanwhile, as this inquiry by the RCMP into the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar continues, they have also said that one of their top cops, in fact, wanted to present evidence to the Indian counterpart, and that this meeting was not accomplished between the two sides, rather was unsuccessful, and therefore he had to meet with the Indian officials along with the National Security Advisor of the Canadian side. These are some of the allegations that have been made by the Canadian side, and remember, the Indian side has been stressing that no concrete evidence has been provided by Canada so far, even after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made these allegations against the Indian government and alleging that there could be a hand of Indian government agents in the killing of Nijjar in Parliament. Meanwhile, in a connected matter on the US side, an inquiry committee that was set up by India into the allegations by the US that the US agents had in fact foiled an assassination attempt against another pro-Khalistani, Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, New York. Now, as far as that inquiry is concerned, the Indian inquiry committee is expected to be in the US on the 15th of October, that is tomorrow, for further discussions on this matter. India's response to similar issues on both sides, that is the US and Canada, have been very different. With Canada, the response has been sharp since last year. We have seen that India earlier on revoked the diplomatic immunity of 41 Canadian diplomats who were then forced to return home. On the other hand, as far as the US is concerned, India's response has been of more collaboration and cooperation, setting up the inquiry committee. However, how this inquiry committee takes this matter further, as of now, remains to be seen, considering that the committee is now traveling to the US and certain details might emerge in the matter. What is worrying and of concern in this issue also is that the US media has been carrying stories about the direct involvement of an RNAW agent on the Indian side, and now the US media is also carrying stories about how there could be a direct involvement of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. Lawrence Bishnoi, meanwhile, is in jail in India. However, there are allegations that it is at his behest that many of these criminal activities are being conducted not just in India, but across the border in Canada and the US as well, despite the fact that he is in jail. So these connections now are becoming even more concerning and worrying. And as of now, India has taken a very strong stand as far as Canada is concerned and has expelled 6 of the diplomats, and the inquiry committee continues its investigation into the matter, but details of what the inquiry committee has found so far have not been revealed by the Indian side.